Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the effects of Donald Trump's tariffs, dramatic announcements of big time tariffs against Mexico and Canada and China, and where they seem potentially to be leading this country in terms of economic impact on everyday people and a potential calamity for the economy itself. Okay, so with great fanfare, Trump announces the tariffs, but he has now, vis-a-vis Canada and Mexico, suspended them. And many people, I'm among them, saw this from the start, that he would actually fold his hand and declare victory. He's done exactly that with Canada and Mexico, but it's a total crock of shit. Always look for the lie with Trump. What he's basically announced is Mexico has agreed to put 10 million or guards on the border, and Canada has agreed to do certain things. And, just go back a few months in the newspapers. What they've agreed to do is what they already had agreed to do. It's just a total face-saving joke on the basis of which Trump has announced a 30-day delay, at least, before we try again to push around our most important trading partners to the immediate north and south. But that leaves China, which hasn't even done the fig leaf of it, and Trump is saying they're going through. So, by the way, before announcing this yesterday, the markets were roiled. Many people, including on the right, think this is a ridiculous idea, trace a possibly terrible economic consequences to it. This week on our Talking Feds podcast, Paul Krugman will join to talk about the lunacy of these. Well, I don't want to put words in a Nobel Prize winner's mouth, but to really give some focus to the tariffs and what they could mean. So far for Mexico and Canada, they mean basically zip. But now China, they're staying in place. And so what does China do? They immediately announce retaliatory tariffs, a sweeping levy on Chinese products, which are a huge, we're their biggest market by a long shot, but they are a huge market for us. And especially of goods that Americans have come to rely on as overall inexpensive, all of a sudden they're going to have huge sticker shock with if this goes through. It looks as if the Trump tariffs would apply to about $20 billion of annual imports from China, a 10% levy. And for good measure, China said, and we're going to investigate Google for its violations of our antitrust laws. And so they are hitting back. So China, in contrast to Mexico and Canada, immediately pushes back on the tariffs and that imposed by Trump, and at least suggests it's going to bring on serious pain to the U.S. consumer. So to summarize, you have Canada and Mexico engaging in a little charade with Trump, saying, here's the things we're doing so Trump can declare victory, even though they've already been done. But now China coming out of the box and with its own serious tariffs on billions of dollars, estimated at 20 or so of annual imports, investigation of Google, and now they're playing at their game. There's a call arranged for today between Trump and the Chinese premier, and we'll see whether they work out a similar kind of compromise, but both sides declare victory. Really, what it seems largely to be to me so far is a propaganda war for Trump to be able to, much like the wall in Trump 1.0, to beat his chest, look tough on the world stage and especially at home with his MAGA crowd, and say he's brought these huge economies to heel when he's done nothing of the sort. That's our president. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.